guys, welcome back to my channel. So if y'all wondering where that little intro came from, it's from my old tea time video that I did before. But a viewer actually suggested for me to keep that for like every single tea time video that I do, so I thought it would just be kind of cute to put that in here. A lot of you guys really liked my last story time video, which I call tea time, so I wanted to do another one for you guys. I know what you guys are probably thinking. You're clickbaiting us. Bitch, you did not get almost kidnapped. Girl, I'm telling you, or boy, brew yourself some tea, get yourself a cup of coffee, you know, whatever you want. Why am I talking like that? I'm gonna stop. Because I'm about to spill some tea about the time that I actually almost got kidnapped. I'm laughing about it now. Actually, I'm not even laughing about it. I'm just smiling because I'm talking to you guys. This happened about 4 years ago. 4 years ago? 3 years ago. So this was in Brisbane, Australia, in this little suburb. I went right after I graduated. I went for about a month and I was staying with a family friend. On the day that this happened, we were just chilling at the house and we didn't have anything to do. I had an iPhone at the time and the charger broke. Like, you know when it gets really crumply by like the USB port? So I decided it'd be a good idea for me to walk by myself all the way to Forest Lake Mall. I think it's about like a 15-minute drive, but walking there takes like an hour. But I kind of wanted to do it because whenever we went for like walks around her neighborhood, I would just be like so entranced by all the wildlife because I've never been to like a tropical place like that before. So my family friend obviously offered to drive me, but I didn't have any money, so she was pretty much driving us everywhere and she was doing all these excursions for me. So I felt really bad, so I was like, you know what, I'm just walk. I like the wildlife on the side anyway, so you chill at home. I'm gonna go for a walk. We gonna be good. Back then, I used to have really bad fear of like walking outside anywhere by myself. I just get like a lot of anxiety and I just think something bad is always gonna happen. Not having a phone, it was even scarier for me. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna conquer my fear. I'm gonna go for a walk through Australia by myself. I'm gonna be an independent woman. What could go wrong? I'm gonna have such a good time, bitch. I'm gonna get myself some McDonald's, a McFlurry, treat myself for walking all that motherfucking way. I took the step outside and I instantly had like this really, really bad gut feeling in my stomach. And then I just pushed it aside and I was like, nope, I need to get over this fear. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if you guys are spiritual or anything, but sometimes I feel like bad gut feelings are a higher power's way of telling you something, being like, bitch, no. All of my bad stories come from me not listening to my gut feeling. And what did I do? I did not listen to my gut feeling. She lived in a cul-de-sac, but it was completely blocked off by fences. If you were to go on the main road, you would need to go all the way around to get to her house. So the day before, me and my family friend's son, actually, we were like walking around the neighborhood and stuff, and he actually showed me this alleyway so I could cut through and not have to go all the way around. So I left the house, walked down, went through the alleyway, and then I got to the main road. And what was nice about the main road is that even though it was kind of isolated, there was this one little corner store way up. So at least I had somewhere to go that was kind of public. So I wasn't really that scared. I was like, okay, if anything happens, at least I can go to that store. So I went through the alleyway, I crossed the road, and I started walking. I feel like the story time isn't going to be that long because this happens like really quick. I was walking on the left side. And in Australia, they drive on the left side of the road so you can hear the oncoming cars. So like a couple cars passed me, you know, no big deal. I was just sitting there admiring the motherfucking geckos on the side of the road and like taking pictures of the spiders. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I just heard this car slow down beside me and they were still slowly driving because I was walking. And instantly I had this really bad gut feeling, like this is why I had a gut feeling about leaving the house. I remember thinking that too. He rolls down his window and he's like, hey baby girl, how you doing? And I swerved him and I kept walking. I just ignored him. I just like put my head down and I kept walking forward. And I was really, really, really scared because I'm already scared of walking by myself. He kept trying to talk to me. He was like, where are you going? How you doing? Do you need a ride? And when he said that, I was like, no, thank you. And he was like, oh, you don't want to ride? Like, where are you walking? Like, I just kept ignoring him and I was terrified. Like, I just remember thinking like, oh my god, like I'm such an idiot. Why would I go out even like anywhere without a phone? Like, I'm just by myself in a foreign country. Like, why would I do that to myself? I kept thinking that over and over again. I'm like, can you leave me alone? And he's like, oh, are you sure? Are you sure you want me to leave you alone? And I was like, yes, like leave me alone. And he's like, okay. So he drives away. I'm actually not that far from the house. I've literally been walking for not even 1 minute at this point. And then I got so freaked out. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start walking home. I feel like I'm missing a lot of parts because this is like such an old memory in my head, but I'll try my best to remember it. I crossed the road and I started walking to go back home. I looked back and I saw him driving back. Like, he went all the way down the road, around the roundabout, and started driving back towards me. And on this road there was only one side street. He pulls into the side street and parks his car, and all I saw was a door open. Bitch, I started fucking running. I was so scared. I started like running as fast as I could. And let me tell you, this was pre-weight loss, so I was dying. I ran through the trees, I ran through the bushes, and there were big ass spiders in there, and I didn't even care. I was like, you know what? I would rather be eaten by a spider than whatever this guy's planning. And all I could think of was like, run, 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 run. Like, don't even look back anymore. Like, keep running. I ran through the alleyway, and I was finally on like the street where my friend's house was, and I was so unhealthy and so overweight that like I just couldn't run anymore. That's so typical of me. I'm getting chased by someone and I just stop running because I'm just so tired. I was literally like, you know what, fuck it. If he gets me at this point, that's fine. Like, at this point, like, I don't think I did any physical activity for like 2 years. And I was like, like I couldn't even breathe. I kept looking back. I started running again because I was really, really scared, obviously. So then I finally got to her house and I like knocked on the door. I was like, kept knocking like over and over and over again. I was like, oh my god, let me in, let me in, let me in. Even though I couldn't see him behind me anymore, like I was freaking out. When she opened the door, like I burst through. Everyone was just staring at me. They were like, is what I'm thinking happen? Just happen? And I told them the story. I just got chased by someone. Someone was just coming after me. I couldn't even cry. I was so shocked. She was like, oh my god, we have to go to the police station like right away. So we drove all the way to the cop shop. The cop shop asked me a ton of questions. They made an appointment for me to come in and do like a sketch. Full on describe what he looked like, and I had to do a statement. It was like crazy shit. And I wish I could find it. Like, gave me a copy of my statement and she was like, oh, keep this as a souvenir, thanks. I was literally trying to find it all day because I'm like, I know I'm filming this video. So I went through all of my stuff and I can't find it. I genuinely think I ended up throwing it out because I was just so scared and I didn't want to remember it. Because even though I'm not like scared now, obviously this was 3 or 4 years ago, but at the time it was super scary. Like, that situation could have been so much worse, and it could have easily been avoided by me not going and me realizing, okay, maybe me walking around a foreign country that I've never been to, no idea where anything is, I have a rough idea where the mall is, no phone, if anything happens, I don't have any way to contact anyone, I don't know my friend's number by heart. But nope, I wanted to see all the scary spiders and the geckos and try to be like the crocodile hunter and catch the geckos. So I hope you guys aren't super disappointed that this video was like super short. I mean, I can't really make this video long because when you almost get kidnapped, it's like a couple seconds or a couple minute thing, you know. So hopefully I explained it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to hear any more crazy stories of mine and I will be sure to make it for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and I will catch you next week.